Hey y'all, it's your girl Amarachi. Today we are going to be doing a review of the 2025 Mercedes C300. I'm super excited to kind of put this car out for a spin. So let's go ahead, let's get started. And once again, we're here to bring the female perspective to automation. Let's go. All right, y'all. So first things first, we're going to go ahead and start with the interior here. I'm in the driver's seat, giving y'all a little close-up of what it looks like to be behind the steering wheel. So this steering wheel here is pretty standard for Mercedes in general, whether it's sedan or the bigger truck. So we have the mini control panel for the driver here, which is always really nice to have. So you can take calls, you can end calls, you can control the volume here as well. There's a speak function. You can home for the control panel, as well as some driving customizations you can do here as well. So this is pretty standard for Mercedes vehicles. In a similar fashion, back here we have the gear shift that is close to the handle. Again, that has kind of been a change that has been made years ago, probably over a decade ago, if we're being real. So we see that continuation here in this sedan model. And then the light function, not lights, these are the windshield wipers are also controlled by this rotating knob here that is close to the steering. Kind of makes you think like, why didn't cars have this, to begin with? Because it's a lot more convenient for the driver. So that's technology, that's innovation, and that's progress. So I'm gonna go ahead, put this in park, press that button, put it in park, and then let's go ahead and look over here. So here we have, once again, pretty standard. We can move our chair back and forth, as you can see here. Headrest also can be moved up and down. Yep, y'all hear that? Right, so that's the headrest function, middle part as well. So once again, this is pretty standard for Mercedes sedan, but it's always nice. Lock features here, heating, the windows, as well as the mirrors, all controlled here. All right, then we have the air settings here. So pretty standard. And then you have your mini dashboard right here, which is the speedometer. Kind of tells you your geolocation, time, and then gear shift that you're in as well. So now when I come over here, this is I guess the fun part where we can fully customize our experience using the control panel. So I'm gonna go ahead and start on home. Okay, we are on home. So if I connected my phone, you would see it here. We can go ahead here and you go ahead and do that. Navigation, radio, media, apps. Comfort is really cool. That kind of allows for those customizations that I kind of briefly alluded to here. So let's check out the ambient light. Since it is daytime, we can't really see the lighting. It's more prominent at night. And I'll see if I can insert a clip of what it looks like at night. But you think there's other settings here. We can do green. We can do some purple, or ultramarine is what it's called. Malibu sunset. We can really play around with these colors. But we'll go ahead and we will stick to that pink because I am indeed a pink girly. All right. Heat settings as well. Automatic seat positioning is also here as well. So this is where we can kind of really make the car our own, in addition to, of course, the other customizations that come along with this. We have this information panel, which is cool. So you can kind of get a view of the car. You can kind of see how the engine's going. Overall vehicle brake is at 3% because I'm slowly on it. Notice the more I press on my brake, look at that. Then you can also see the same for the accelerator. I'm in park, so it's gonna stay at 0, but this is still cool. So you can actually see what pressure is being applied to the vehicle as you drive or as you park. So that's pretty cool as well. Devices is a similar thing. So if I wanted to, this is how I could go ahead and connect. And then we have some other things. Looks like you can actually get online here. So if you wanted to set up your hotspot to put internet in the car, that's also a possibility. I'm not sure what this browser is, but it seems like it's in a similar vein. All right, so this is pretty good. Oh, okay, we are on Howard Radio. Okay, we are Kendrick is definitely in the building. All right, and I'll go ahead and let that play, as I have no issues with Mr. Lamar. Okay, now this navigation tool is pretty cool. All right, the National Portrait. Oh, I spelled portrait wrong. Okay, portrait gallery, right? So I hit let's go, and then it gives me this closer route, so you can see exactly what the turn is going to look like. All right, and then you have this more expansive view where you can actually see, okay, look at this. So we have Nevada Avenue, right? Oh, right. So you can kind of play with it. That's pretty cool to me. 3D and 2D. So we really like this. Definitely a marketed change from the old GPS navigation system of maybe a decade ago. That used to be in Mercedes vehicles. So this is a pretty good tool. I have not used it in this vehicle, but I've used it in other Mercedes sedans of newer cars. And I would say it does run pretty well. I like this feature here of gas stations. So this is actually really cool. And it'll tell you how close it is and what's along the route as well. So that's pretty neat as well. Parking spaces. Oh, that's beautiful. It'll tell you what parking spaces exist, because we're going to DC, right? So DC, you want to know the parking. So that's really beneficial. And then any alt routes as well, right? So some people maybe prefer using certain roads over others. It allows you to do that and have that experience. And then previous destinations. All right, so this is pretty nice. And then you can even customize it and see whether there are toll roads, avoid those, carpool lanes, avoid ferries, which other areas you want to avoid. So, that's pretty cool that you have this ability within the car, but it's always nice to see this, and it's always nice to know that this is a part of your vehicle. And I love this. Right now I can say, okay, Mass Ave is over here. And then we even have the beautiful Potomac as a part of our map experience. And then you have the flag at the end to show that's the museum. So that's pretty cool, pretty standard, and pretty fun. All right, y'all. So now we're going to go ahead and drive. I know this is not the best angle, but I do need to head over and get going. So as for driving this vehicle, this is 2025. We have 349 miles on this vehicle. So this is a baby. This is a true baby. Because it's a baby, there are certain aspects of this car that I would assume would be intact. One of those being that it drives very well. I don't have any issues with the brakes. So this is a baby, fresh off the lot. Very smooth driving. Brakes very well. When I apply the brakes, it slows to a stop, very gentle. Not much resistance there as I brake. And I see the ride-on buses are really not playing today. They are ready to risk it all, even if it means, crashing into people. But I empathize. I do empathize. So I'm here using the navigation tool here. The volume is off. I couldn't quite see how to put it on, and I needed to head to my destination. What I'm liking about this navigation system is, one, I can see my car real time. Two, I can see the surrounding areas, and the way it highlights the path for me is always beneficial. It's nice to have that in your vehicle, and for it to be, from what I'm seeing, all encompassing. So we're going to go ahead and transition is fine. It does have that feature where you can detect when a car is near you and it'll beep. So that's always a nice to have. I'm gonna make this left here. What are our thoughts on bikers biking on the main road? What are people's thoughts? Because I'm always wondering what people's thoughts are on that topic. Just side irrelevant. Just being inside this vehicle, one thing I'm noticing is it's very quiet, right? Like I don't hear much noise around me, so I think the car does a good job of being insulated. So you're kind of in your own little bubble. Of course, we're not in the middle of rush hour traffic or anything like that, so it'd be interesting to see how it would sound in that space. Oh my God, what is that? Is that True Food Kitchen? What? Is that True Food Kitchen? Y'all know I love True Food Kitchen. So we might have, and then there's Panera Bread. I had a friend back in the day who called Panera, and I just, every time now, sometimes I find myself saying Panera. I'm like, oh my goodness. This vehicle here also has the feature where it can see another vehicle next to it, and yet it is so desperately trying to act like I am not there. Very interesting. Oh, there's Trader Joe's. Ooh, child. But I'm on the opposite side of the road. On the road again. I'm on the road again. It's so interesting how there's still so many like mom and pop shops. You know, it's just interesting to see this in real time. Child Jesus. This is nothing but cakes. Shoot. You know, I'm about to go to that Exxon. Oh, that's another thing. I needed gas. I apologize, y'all. This is such a chaotic video. All right, y'all. So I'm currently at the gas station here. So to fill this car, just a nice push. This car uses premium gas. Kind of talk about some of the things I've been encountering with this car. So I started using the GPS function. Excuse me for the close-up. I started using the GPS function, and I don't know if I inputted the wrong destination, but it started taking me to another place. So that was kind of frustrating because I was like, this is definitely not the area I was trying to go to. So I was confused. So I had to reroute it, put in the actual destination that I was looking for. The second issue that I ran into was that I used that feature that let me know whether or not there was a gas station along the way. So I added it. It said there was a 7-Eleven gas station. When I got to the 7-Eleven, it was just a plain old 7-Eleven. So I was like, I don't know if I missed the gas station, but that would be kind of hard for me to miss the gas station. So I might circle back that area and see if there was something that I was missing. But you know, that was not pleasant. So I had to go ahead and use this other gas station that is more expensive than I would like for it to be. But yeah, you know, when you need gas, you need gas. It is currently going in. This is 93 octane, 93 premium gas for this vehicle. I have a funny story. I always do this because I hate seeing that stuff drip.
Some fire, clear is possible.
I hate seeing it drip. Right. Let's go. Hey y'all, so unfortunately I was unable to capture the end part, but just know I got there safely. It was a safe ride, it was a smooth ride, it was a good ride. Overall, I really enjoyed my time in the C300. It's a more compact vehicle, so if you are someone who wants a sedan but wants something a little smaller and not too crazy, that's definitely something to look at for you. In terms of maybe the family component, or if you're someone who has a lot of people around, you might want to offer something a little bigger. However, I did transport my baby children. I did ride with them in the vehicle, and we were able to get to where we needed to, and they were able to fit comfortably. So it's not completely off the table in terms of being able to transport a family, a smaller family, shall we say. So overall, great ride. As I mentioned, it is a younger vehicle. It was only 300 something miles, so it wasn't anything too crazy. Because of that, I wouldn't be able to speak to the longevity of the vehicle and things along those lines, but from what I saw, it rode very well. I also mentioned there was that soundproof element to it that was really nice and added to the elegance of the ride as well. So lots of great stuff from Mercedes, lots of great stuff from the sedan class, as usual. Hopefully y'all check it out. Let me know what you think below, and hopefully you also enjoyed my vlogging portion of it. I didn't intend for it to become a vlog, but it kind of did, with me kind of ending the core footage at the gas station. But thank you all so much for watching. I'll see y'all later. Once again, we are here to bring the female perspective to automation. I'll see y'all later. Bye.